So, first of all, how are you?
I'm so well. I'm very good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Beautiful.
How are you? Good.
How's everyone? Thank you so
Perfect.
much for being here.
So we can start. Let's start with the first question from Italy. How was the second rehearsal? Are you satisfied?
I am. I mean, it's a really big bloody song to sing, so 3 takes of it is a lot, but it's beautiful. I'm really grateful for everything.
Okay, raise your hand if you want. Okay, please, you. Yeah.
Hi, Mike from Aussie Vision in Australia. First of all, great to see you all. No, it's been such a collaboration between you all to come to this point for this performance. So I was going to ask first Sheldon, plus also our creative and production teams, how that process has been.
It's been incredible. I mean, we've got such amazing. Welcome as well. Thank you so much for being here. Flew all the
Thanks,
way
mate.
here from Australia. It's so nice to see because Okay, it's been amazing. I'm working with amazing people from Australia, and Sasha is just the guardian angel of Eurovision. I could not do this without her. It's such a personal song to me, and it's so important that what's happening musically and visually connects really well, and amazing support and incredible storyteller. So it's been amazing. You too.
Okay. You want to talk, Paul?
Look, I think that months ago, Sheldon was drafting what it could look like if he came to Eurovision. So he had a really, really fine, detailed imagining of what the performance might be. And I think that's really got to be made clear, is that this is an artist that really understands and connects on such an infinite detail to how he's going to look and how he's going to perform. And I think Sasha's really brought that out too. It's been really wonderful watching the two of them work together.
Great. Yeah, I just want to say that I want to second that Sheldon you're a very creative person. You're an artist that knows where you want to go with a concept, so it's very easy stepping into your sphere. And talking about this song, it's big, it's dramatic, but it's also very sentimental and emotional. And I think that has been our task to really portray this song in both the big parts and also the small parts. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I have a question from Andrew McGarry from ABC. For those of us who weren't able to watch this morning's rehearsal, how far do you think you are towards what you want for the semi-final performance? 80%, 90%? And how is your voice holding up, rehearsals?
Sasha, do you want to answer that one?
I would say it's still a process. That's why we do rehearsals. So we're looking forward to move forward. We just had a great second rehearsal, but we're also looking to tweak it and get those final things in so we can show your song just like it's supposed to be shown.
I mean, I'm a perfectionist, and I've never met someone more of a perfectionist than Sasha. So, I mean, I don't want to put a number on it, but we will definitely be ready by semi-2, but it's not quite there yet. I think it's a really beautiful story that needs to be told, and there's a lot of detail in everything from the camera to the lighting, and again, guardian angel, I couldn't be in better hands.
Okay. Okay. You? Okay.
Good morning. My name is Yovi. I'm with the Prague Monitor. I would like to know, what are people doing back home to support and celebrate you? And is your dog a part of your support team, or is he just waiting for your cookies?
That's very sweet. I've got a very supportive family. They are, a few of them couldn't travel because of different things, 'cause it's very far away, but they will all be waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning to watch, and they are very excited. I've got a very great support system. And my dog, I sacrificed many things to make sure that he was in the most beautiful hotel for dogs. So he'll be watching from there.
Okay, you?
Hello, my name is Natalia and I am from Poland, from Eurovision
I
website.
love Poland.
Oh, I heard about your cooperation with Christian. So I'm from Dziennik Eurovizyjny, which is a Eurovision website. First of all, Sasha, Aussie team, and Sheldon, congratulations for the performance. You literally got me crying over there in press center. And speaking about being emotional, I noticed that you are also an emotional person. Is it hard to be emotional, sensitive in show business? And if yes, is it worth fighting for being like this?
It's always worth fighting for. This song was never the song I wanted for Eurovision. It's extremely personal, it's extremely deep. I've wanted to do Eurovision for my entire life. Since Conchita changed my life, I think that's where I started. And I've been planning what this moment was going to look like for a very long time, writing songs that I look back on maybe were too manufactured for the competition. So when I spoke with Paul, he said, we want something more honest, something more real. I was like, okay, I've got this one, and sent it to him, and they loved it. The only problem is that it's my darkest story. It's the moment in my life where I wanted to give up. It's the moment in my life where it really crumbled for me, and I didn't know if I'd be okay to be myself anymore. So when I get emotional, and have in the past, it's because I want this so bad. It's because it reminds me of those moments where I didn't think I would be able to achieve anything. But I mean, now singing the song so many times, this isn't for me anymore. I've had my moment. This is for other people. There are so many people all around the world who aren't the same in every aspect. And it's hard. It's really hard. And I don't mean sexuality. I could mean it, but in all aspects. And I don't want to be, it's emotionally driven, the song, but I don't want it to be run by emotion, because I want to be strong for those who can hear the song and hear the message. But yeah, so it's a tough one to sing still.
We have another question from our virtual press area, always from Poland. It's Sebastian. Powerful voice, expressive fashion designs. It sounds like we found Adam Lambert brother. In all seriousness, playing with Queen or collaborating with Adam will be your dream come true?
Oh, big time. I remember back in 2016, Adam Lambert was my coach on the X Factor Australia, and he said, aren't you just so excited you could win, and you could win $100,000? And I said, I just want to be noticed enough so I can get exposure and represent Australia at Eurovision. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to work with him with something else, but he's been very supportive of my career.
Okay, we have that side. Yeah, you first and then you.
Hi, Sheldon. Eurofans Radio. I'm Angelo from Greece, although I was born in Australia and raised up there, so Australia is always in my heart. Given that one of your statements you made I think, The Voice, that Eurovision was your biggest dream. Now that it came true, what else do you have in mind? Have you got any in mind, any steps that you want to make after this big one?
Just the reason why I do. I've got many things I want to do, and I want to write music. I want to collaborate. I see myself living in Europe full time in the next 5 years. I found an audience. I love my country. I love Australia, but I found an audience here that I don't need to explain myself to anymore. I can be completely unapologetically myself, and I'm so grateful for Eurovision for that, because it's exposing me to an audience who will be able to do that. But yeah, there's lots in store. I want to do tours and do crazy shows that people can come and go, that was insane.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Sheldon. Stefan Corcoran from ESC Daily.
Hello.
You just explained beautifully something about the story of your song, your own story, but also the story for other people, how you want it to be perceived now. Can you explain to us the relation between this story and the face mask?
Yeah. So I was diagnosed with Asperger's at 6, and then again at 9 years old, and then again at 12. They had to tell me 3 times. But it was a different time. There wasn't much education. I promised myself I would never blame what was going on mentally So I started blaming what was happening externally. I hated the way that I looked. I would look in the mirror and I would just think, you're the most disgusting human being I've ever seen. And it would be really hard for me. So I started wearing these masks as beautiful distractions. I always wanted to be a performer. I always wanted to be able to get up and sing. But at the end of the day, I would come home and watch videos back or look at photos, and I would just hate the way that I looked. So this kind of beautiful distraction gave me the ability to do what I do and to hide every part of myself that would break in the inside. I would take my makeup off, and the first thing I would want to do is put it straight back on. But I don't want to be an advocate for hiding because I don't love the way that I look. Because to whose standard? I need to learn to love myself before I can let anyone else in the world love who I am. So for me, the mask is, not only is it beautiful, I love what I wear, but I want to have the ability to take it off and go, I don't love the way that I look, but I'm learning to. It's not I'm amazing, look at me. It's not, I'm on The Masked Singer, look how famous. I'm not famous. I'm just someone who wants to take it off and show people that I now have the ability to be exactly who I am and be so proud of that. And that's the whole point of the song. It doesn't matter how not the same you are, as long as you're okay with it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We have Brian from Joy 94.9 in Australia. Can you tell us more about the progression from darkness to light from your national final to here in Eurovision? If you could tell us about the significance of the stairs versus the original staging, it looks phenomenal and signifies such personal and professional growth. We love you.
Oh, thank you. I'll do a quick answer. I originally wanted the outfit to be white at my national final in Australia, but I went, no, the song's dark. It needs to be I always wear black, so I was like, let's just keep to what I do, let's keep it dark. And then after the performance and watching it back and reading so many messages, I realized the song isn't a dark song. It's powerful, it's uplifting, there's so much light that can be found. So discussed with Paul the idea of wearing white, and then discussed with Sasha, and whose idea was it out of the two of you to walk up the stairs rather than walk down? I don't know who, but the idea of walking upstairs instead of coming down, it was a fight. For me, I think Sasha said something once, it was like it's the abandoned prince, this prince that's so beautiful and has been banished to this really dark world that he chose for himself, and in order to find the light, he has to walk up the staircase and go through that battle. And I loved the concept of that, so yeah, we created a very beautiful outfit. I'm still in awe of it every day, and it is such a fight to get up those stairs in that outfit. It weighs 40 kilos. It is so heavy. I'm like dead by the third rehearsal. But yeah, that's basically it.
Can I just add to that for a moment? Look, it feels so much more natural for him to climb stairs. There's just a sense that it sort of describes a journey that Sheldon's been on since he was younger, and you can just sense this sort of, and perhaps getting to the top of the stairs is also what Eurovision is too.
Yep.
Yeah. And also to follow up a little bit on the prop, I think if you've seen it, it is 2 stairs leading up to somewhere, you don't know. So it is also having you in that very rough concrete world, having the ability to go 2 different ways. And then we connect the stairs, showing you the ability to climb your own mountain. And you're climbing your mountain and you're victorious in your own way on the top.
Yeah.
So that's the idea with the prop.
Oh yeah, we're getting there with the staging and everything, but once it's all lit and timed, the cameras are right, you'll notice more that the whole stage completely forms into a mountain rather than just, stairs. I mean, I hope we get to see it more because it rumbles like an earthquake. So.
Okay, you, and then you.
Good morning, Team Australia.
Good morning.
Sheldon. JP from Radio International. I was amazed to read about you that you did the X Factor Australia, The Voice Australia, but also America's Got Talent. So it shows like that you like challenges. Now you're at Eurovision. It's one of the biggest challenges you can have. But what is it in you that you do like challenges? And would possibly one of the next challenges be to cover a difficult Eurovision song?
That's interesting. I want to say this because I haven't been able to say this on a very. I don't love TV shows. Eurovision is so different. I don't love reality TV shows. I come from a country where there is absolutely no one who will expose me to a larger audience. I wouldn't call myself the vision of Australian music. I don't represent anyone in the industry. So those shows were amazing platforms to make my imagination come to life and let the rest of the world see exactly what goes in my mind and what I want to do. These were crazy challenges for me because I hate the reality side of the TV world. But for me, my goal was always Eurovision, and we're a very young country for Eurovision. We're only like 7 or 8 years in, and I'm an independent artist. I fund all of this myself. I create all of this myself with my very small team who are over there. And Eurovision is huge. I think we needed artists to go forward who are very well known from Australia to face the juggernaut that's Eurovision, and I never thought this would be possible. So I don't love the challenge of these TV shows. I just knew I had to do it to prove myself to a wider audience that even though this country is young in Eurovision, I have everything that it takes to, to compete and to be a valid enough performer. But yeah, I mean, challenges. I'm always up for a challenge, though. A Eurovision. Well, I don't know what you meant by that.
I think so. You meant which song would he find challenging to perform of the songs this year?
Of the songs this year, Sweden. Sweden's my favorite country in this. But what an amazing, incredible artist. I'm so inspired by her. Listening to Sweden the whole way here on the plane, I can learn so much from the way that she writes and sings. I covered her song actually because I did want the challenge. I wanted to sing it. It's a tough one. Hold me closer, although you leave before the sunrise. I'll be bleeding, but don't you mind, I'll be fine. Oh, it kills me, I found the right one at the wrong time. It was just the wrong time. Hold tight, hold tight.
Thank you, Sheldon. We have one last question before your photo opportunity.
Oh my God, it was so beautiful. I'm jealous. I want
You look so beautiful.
Thank you. Now I want you to sing Stephanie as well. First of all, if you don't mind, I want to say words of admiration to Sasha from Ukrainian fans. We really love your work. It's art. And thank you.
I couldn't do this without her. Honestly, we walked in and we were doing edits at the viewing room, and I was like, "Oh no, I don't speak Italian. This is going to be a nightmare." And she's like, "Bam! What a boss! This one is incredible." I'm so obsessed with her.
Yeah, I love that. So I have so many Australian friends, so patriotic ones. Mike. So this is for you. You're an artist and possibly ambassador, and we have a question from our fans from Ukraine. I'm presenting OGE Ukraine. Inclusivity is something that we also is very important for us, and hope it's not.
I think that we can move on. Yeah.
Yeah. So
otherwise, someone will tell us something, I guess.
Yeah.
I hope.
So society has long been on the path of inclusivity. What we can do more? I think you would be a good ambassador. What we can do more?
What can we do more? I think we need to all get our priorities straight on what's important. For me, Sweden is my favorite country for the competition side. But from Ukraine, I don't talk politics, but Eurovision completely saved my life. Completely. It was such a dark time for me. And I think this contest brought me so much love and so much hope that there is a possibility for me in this world. And I would absolutely love to see Ukraine win this competition. I think they deserve it. I think they need this hope, because that's what Eurovision did for me. And I think the idea of including everyone in this experience is super important. So, yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sheldon, for being with us, for the opportunity